7 over 5 is actually equal to 7 to 9. So these two cannot be true. 14 to 18 is actually 14 over 18, which is equal to, when you simplify by 2, it's going to turn out as 7 over 9 too. So this cannot be 2 neither. So I am left with only one choice, which is 21 over 26. To find out the price per kilogram, which means 1 kilogram. So let's call it X, and we have a proportion. Let's do it. 8.5 times 1 must be equal to 5 times X. When I divide each side by 5, X will be equal to 8.5 divided by 5 is equal to 1.7. So the unit price per kilogram is $1.7. A machine washes 3 carpets in 45 minutes. What I'm supposed to find out is how many carpets would be washed in 1 hour, or which is equal to, let me say, 60 minutes. So I have to have direct proportion here. So I multiply these two. 3 times 60 minutes must be equal to 45 times X. When I divide each side by 15, this is going to be 3 and this is going to be 4. And I'm going to end up as 3 times 4 is equal to 3 times X. These 3's will cancel out each other too. So X will be 4. That means that this machine washes 4 carpets in an hour. Jack bought 6 books for $18.90. So how much would he pay for 1 book? Let's find that out. Let's do the equation again. 6 times X is equal to $18.90. So what I need to do is to divide each side by 6. So X will come out to be 3.15. Jack bought 3 dozens of pencils for $3.60, and let's find out the unit price of this. 3 dozens is equal to, as you remember, 1 dozen is equal to 12. So I can reshape this as 3 times 15 units, 12 units, 3 times 15 units for $3.60. So how much would 1 unit cost? Let's do it. $3.60 times 1 is equal to 3 times 12 is equal to 36 times X. So when I divide each side by 36, the answer comes out to be X is equal to $0.1, which means 10 cents. 24 tires in 15 minutes, and how many tires would he change in 1 hour, which is equal to 60 minutes. So let's do the operation. 24 times 60 is equal to 15x, dividing each side by 15. X, this is going to be 4, this is going to be 1, so X is going to be equal to 24 times 4, which is equal to 96. 8.4 pounds for 420. How much would unit cost? 1 pound. Let's do it. 8.4x is equal to 420. And let's divide each side by 8.4. These are gone. And when I divide it by 8.4, same thing. What I'm going to have is going to be equal to 0.5. So the unit price is $0.5. The graph is a linear graph. We can choose any point in the graph. For instance, let's choose 6 weeks. 6 weeks brings how many sales? 1,200 sales. And they're asking me 12 weeks. How much would it cost? Let's do the math. Let's say it. 6x is equal to 12 times 1,200. 6, when I divide each side by 6, these 6's will be gone, so I'm going to find the answer as This is going to be 2, this is going to be 6. Well, the answer is 2 times 1200, which makes 2400. Probably you would remember this formula: y minus y1 over y1 over y minus y2 is equal to x minus x1 over x1 minus x2. Let's find out the points. One of the points could be any point that you choose in the information given. Let's say that is 400. In 2 weeks, 400 books are sold. And at the beginning, there was no book sold, so let's choose the origin point as the other point. Let's apply this in the formula. Let's say this is 1, this is 2. So y minus 0 over 0 minus 400 is equal to x minus 0 over 0 minus 2. So what we have in the hand is y over minus 400 is equal to x over minus 2. Let's reshape this equation by multiplying each side by, say, minus 400. I multiply each side by minus 400. So what I have is, these are gone, so what I just have is y is equal to x times 400 over 2. Minuses will be gone, that's why I said so. So I can write it as y is equal to, this is going to be 200, is equal to 200x. 220 miles in 4 hours, and how many miles will he go in 6 hours? Let's do the operation. 220 times 6 is equal to 4 times x. When I divide here by 4, I'm going to have each side by 4. I'm going to have x alone, and when I divide 220 by 4, I'm going to have 55. 55 times 6 is equal to 330 miles. Choose any point given. Let me choose the first one, 4 to 60. 4 cars takes 60 minutes to wash. And how long would it take to wash 8 cars? Let's do the math. 4x is equal to 60 times 8. Dividing each side by 4, x will be equal to, this is going to be 120 minutes. 4 cars take 60 minutes, so how much time would 1 car take? Let's find that out. Actually, we're going to have to name it as C for the purpose of the questions, the answer. Let's do it. 4 times C is equal to 60 times 1, so C is equal to